Hi students, welcome to the physics class. We are continuing the second unit, motion. In the last class we studied about the topics motion, rest, distance, displacement. I think you are all studied the topics well. Let us observe two line diagram. The first one, it shows both the line diagram shows the movement or traveling of a car from A to the point F. In the first case, that car covers equal distance at equal interval of time. So the car is said to be in uniform speed. If we can calculate the speed in the first case, speed from the point A to the point B, speed is equal to A to B, speed is equal to distance covered is 20 meter. So 20 meter by the time taken is 2 seconds. It is 10 meter per second. In the next case, from B to C, again it travels the distance 20 meter. Time taken is 2 seconds. Then again the speed is 10 meter per second. So this body is said to be in uniform speed, equal distance at equal interval of time. But in the second case, we can observe the line diagram. That body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time. Observe the distance 5 meter, then next 2 second 20 meter, next 2 second 26 meter. So the body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time. If we calculate the speed like this, different values are obtained, not same value. Therefore, it is in non-uniform motion. In this case, we calculate the speed as average speed. In case of non-uniform speed, the speed is average speed, that is equal to total distance covered. Total distance by total time. Here total distance is 50 meter and the total time taken is 10 seconds. Therefore, it is 5 meter per second. That is in the case of non-uniform speed. Next, we are thinking about the three situations. We are considering the traveling of three cars A, B, C. The car A travels 500 meter distance in equal interval of time. 500 meter in equal intervals of time in a straight line. No direction changes, straight line. The car B, it also travels 500 meter equal distance, but not a straight path, not straight path. Or it covers unequal distance. We can write as unequal distance. Then next one, it covers 500 meter in circular path, but it covers equal distance at equal interval of time. Listen. When we consider the traveling of a car along a straight path, it covers equal displacement at equal interval of time. So, there is no change in displacement and there is no change in the direction also. No change in the value of displacement and no change in the direction also. So, the body is said to be in uniform velocity. The body A is said to be uniform velocity. If a body covers equal displacement in equal time interval along the same direction, no direction changes, then the body is said to be in uniform velocity. But in the case of P, it is not a straight path, so direction changes. It covers unequal distance also. So it is a non-uniform velocity. In the third case, it covers equal distance at equal interval of time, but the direction changes after each second because it is in a circular path. Direction changes, so it is also a non-uniform velocity. So, a body is said to be in uniform velocity if it covers equal displacement in equal interval of time along a straight line. There is no direction changes. If either the direction or the value of the displacement changes, the body is said to be in non-uniform velocity. Okay. The body is said to be in a non-uniform velocity. Let us draw a line diagram. You imagine you are sitting in a car and the car travels from the point A to the point F at a 0 second. 0 second. First initial time when we are sitting in the car, speed can be represented. Initial time the speed, no speed. So it is 0 meter per second. Then it reaches the point B within 5 seconds. Its speed is 5 meter per second. When it starts moving, its speed increases. Then it reaches the point C. At that time it takes the time 10 seconds. Its velocity 10 meter per second. Then at point D, its time taken is 15 seconds. Its velocity is 10 meter per second. Then at the point E, its velocity is 6 meter per second. It takes the time 20 seconds. Then when the journey ends, the speed is 0 meter per second. At that time the time is 25 seconds. That is, this is the starting point and this is the finishing point of the car. In this case, when we observe this figure, the velocity changes after each interval of time. Here these 2 points, see at the day the velocity remains constant. When we are thinking we are traveling in a car in a traffic road, in that case also the velocity keeps on changing. Because of the traffic of the road, the velocity changes. Here also the velocity changes. This change in velocity per unit time is called acceleration. The change in velocity is called acceleration. Acceleration A is equal to V minus U by T. You know what is V? When we are considering these 2 points B to C. The velocity at the final point, that is at the point C, is V. Then the velocity at the first point, initial point, is U. U is the initial velocity, V is the final velocity, and T is the time taken. So, acceleration from B to C we can calculate. A is equal to, the final velocity is V, 10 meter per second, divided by, minus U, 5 meter per second, and the time is 5 seconds. So it is 10 minus 5, 5. 5 by 5, it is 1 meter per second square. Meter per second square is the unit of acceleration. Then again we can calculate to the point C to D, A equal to D, 10 meter per second. So the velocity of final velocity is 10 meter per second. Initial velocity is also 10 meter per second. So V minus U is 0 meter per second. Time is 5 seconds. Acceleration is 0 meter per second square. Then D to E. Acceleration is equal to 6 minus 10. V minus U. 6 minus 10. Minus 4 by 5 meter per second square. So if the acceleration is a positive value, it is positive acceleration, and if it is a 0, it is 0 acceleration. If the acceleration is a negative value, it is called retardation or negative acceleration. Here, if the velocity increases, it shows positive acceleration. If the velocity remains same, it is 0 acceleration. If the velocity decreases, it is negative acceleration. We can think, we are thrown up a stone from the ground to some height. It reaches to a point. When it starts from the ground to the upward motion, to the upward position, its velocity increases. Its velocity decreases. But when it travels or when it returns to the ground, in the downward motion its velocity or accelerate change in velocity increases. In the upward motion, the velocity decreases with the time. That means the acceleration decreases. But in the downward motion, the velocity of the body increases with the time. The velocity increases with the time. This change in velocity or increase in velocity is due to in the downward motion. I thought told you the velocity of the stone increases. This increase in velocity is due to the acceleration increases, and this increase in velocity is due to the gravitational attractive force. So the change in acceleration due to the gravitational force is called an acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. It is denoted by the symbol G. The acceleration changes due to the gravitational attraction is called acceleration due to gravity. Next, you heard about the accidents happening in the road. The accidents may be because of the carelessness of driver, due to some problems on the road. Some you are children, so no need to worry about the driving like that, but you have to take some precautions while you are walking on the road. So what are the rules to be taken by the pedestrians to avoid the accidents? Always use zebra crossing to cross the road. Then keep right side when you are walking on the road. Then keep footpath for traveling, for walking. Then avoid using the dark colored dresses while you are traveling in the night time. So these are the things you should remember to avoid the accidents. In this section we studied about uniform speed, non-uniform speed, uniform velocity, non-uniform velocity, and the acceleration and retardation. Okay, thank you.